Here is the uncomfortable truth about AI in 2026. Using AI is no longer impressive. Your competitors use it. Your colleagues use it. Your interns definitely use it. The question is no longer what AI tool are you using. The real question is, has AI changed the way you think, build, and operate? Because there are two types of professionals emerge right now. The first group use AI to do the same work a little faster. They write email faster, they summarize document faster, they create presentation faster. Useful? Absolutely. Transformational? Not really. The second group use AI to completely redesign how work gets done. They build instead of describing. They test instead of debating. They turn their proposal expertise into system that other people and AI can reuse. That is the mindset shift. And in this video, I'm going to give you 3 practical framework to help you make it. 3 changes in how you approach your work. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Celine Xu. I help business professionals and organizations make smart decisions about AI and AI adoption, so technology creates real value instead of risks. Let's dive in. Talk about why this is matter now. Basic AI fluency is rapidly become the minimum standard. Autodesk's 2026 research found that nearly 80% of the professionals felt confident to use everyday AI tools, but only 49% felt confident to use AI tools specifically to their industry. The gap matters. Knowing how to open ChatGPT is not expertise. Knowing how to apply AI to the real materials, decisions, and workflows of your professional is expertise. PwC's 2026 AI job analysis more than 1 billion job advertisements. It found that employers are placing greater emphasis on judgment, creativity, and leadership as AI take over more routine work. So the opportunity is not to compete with AI at producing more output. The opportunity is to become the person who knows what should be built, what good looks like, what information matters, what trade-offs should be made, and where AI should not be trusted. Here are 3 mindset shifts. First, I don't just use AI, I use it to build things that are more real. Most business work is built around representations. A presentation represents a strategy. A dashboard represents customer behavior. A process document represents how work is supposed to be done. The problem is, the representation and reality are rarely the same thing. The strategy looks logic in point, then it meets customer. The dashboard looks precise, then you discover the underlying data was captured incorrectly. The process map looks beautiful organized, then you speak to the employees and learn that nobody follows that. Human beings have built entire corporate career around making approximation look extreme professional. AI gives us an opportunity to move closer to reality. Imagine a product designer in traditional workflow. The designer creates a mock-up in Figma. The screen looks good, but they do not really behave like the product. The designer presents the mock-up to engineering. Engineering interprets it. A work version appears 1 or 2 weeks later. Only then, the team discovers that the interaction feels wrong. With AI assistant coding, the designer can now create a working prototype much earlier, not just a pixel. Bottom that works, data that changes, interaction that can be tested. The designer is no longer only describe the product, they are touching the product. And this principle applies far beyond the design. If you are a marketer, do not just ask AI, write a campaign plan. Use it to create a landing page, produce a campaign assets, build the test variants, and analyze initial results. If you are a data analyst, do not stop at producing a dashboard. Use AI to investigate the data generating process. Where does the data come from? What behavior does the metric actually capture? Which records are missing? Which decision will change because of this analysis? If you are a strategy professional, do not produce only a market assessment. Use AI to build a scenario model. Let decision makers change the assumption themselves and see what happens. If you are a project manager, Do not create another static process document that will be ceremonial ignored. Build a working workflow with automated triggers, decision rules, and clear escalation paths. The mindset is simple. Do not use AI only to improve the representation. Use AI to get closer to the reality. The closer you move to the real system, real data, or real product, the faster you discover what is actually true. And how can you start this week? Take one important deliverable you are working on this week. Ask yourself, what is the document representing? Then ask, could I use AI create or test the real thing instead? Turn presentation into a model. Turn mockup into a prototype. Turn recommendation into an experimentation. Turn the process diagram into an operating workflow. That's the first shift. Stop polishing the map. Start exploring the territory. Mindset 2. I don't just use AI. I can work more effectively in an AI native organization. An AI native organization is not a traditional company with a chatbot attached to every department. It operates differently. The traditional organization is built around handoffs. Marketing hands work to sales. Product hands specification to engineering. Data teams hands dashboard to business team. Strategy teams hands recommendation to operating teams. Every hands-off creates waiting time, lost context, and another meeting. Usually with 14 participants, 6 of whom are wondering why they were invited. AI allows teams to collapse many of those handoffs, but only when the organization redesigns the workflow. Microsoft's 2026 Work Trends Index found that organizational facts such as culture, manager support, and talent practice accounted for more than twice the reported AI impact of individual mindset and behavior. That means individual productivity is not enough. You can give every employee a powerful AI tool and still get disappointing results if organization continues operating exactly as before. McKinsey's 2026 organizational research discovered AI is a structural transformation that requires companies to rethink end-to-end process, traditional roles, and how work is organized. Consider the old product workflow. The product manager writes a requirement, the designer creates mock-up, then engineering estimate the work, then leadership review the plan, then someone asks for more data, the team schedule another meeting. 3 weeks later, development begins. Now, consider it an AI native workflow. The product manager, designer, engineer, and analyst work together around one outcome. In the first session, they create functional prototype within 1 day together. The product manager contributes customer understanding and priority. The designer contributes taste, interaction quality, and brand judgment. The engineer contributes architecture, reliability, and tech guardrails. The analyst contributes measurement logic, behavioral data, and experiment design. AI supports research, coding, analysis, documentation, and testing. The team is not merely completing the old stage faster. The stage begin to merge. The result is not just speed, it is learning velocity. Because the team can put something real in front of a customer, observe what happens and improve it. The competitive advantage is not who produced the first answer, it is who completes the most valuable learning cycle. Here is the mindset shift. In a traditional organization, your value often comes from completing your part of the process. In an AI native organization, your value comes from helping the entire system reach an outcome. That requires a different question. Stop asking, what's my task? Start asking, what outcome are we trying to create and what's stopping us from learning fast? The practical exercise you can start today. Choose one recurring workflow in your organization. It might be launch a marketing campaign, approving a customer proposal, developing a product feature, preparing an executive review. Map every handoff. Then identify 3 things. First, where is information being translated from one format into the other? Second, where is someone waiting for another person to complete a routine step? Third, where does the feedback arrive so late that change direction become expensive? Now, redesign one part of the workflow use AI. Do not automate everything. Remove one unnecessary translation. Collapse one handoff. Move one important decision close to the work. Create one fast feedback loop. AI native transformation usually stop there, not with a grand strategy containing 70 pillars and a photograph of a lighthouse. Mindset 3. I don't just use AI, I can give AI my judgment. This is the most important shift. AI can generate content. AI can analyze information. AI can execute workflows. But AI does not automatically understand how your organization defines qualities. It does not know which customer you should prioritize. It does not know which risk your business is willing to accept. It does not know where one metric matters more than the other. It does not know what you have learned from 10 years of making painful mistakes. That knowledge is sitting inside people. This is called tactic knowledge. It is experienced sales leader who can hear one sentence from prospect and recognize that the deal is in danger. It is data scientist who knows that technically accurate model will still fail because the business cannot act on its output. It is the product manager who understands that the most requested feature is not always the most valuable feature. It is the investor who noticed that the management team is answering the question they hope to receive rather than the question they were asked. The judgment is valuable, but when it remains only inside your head, it cannot scale. The next level is converting the judgment into explicit knowledge. A clear framework, a rubric, a decision tree, a set of principles, example of good and bad outcomes, no exceptions, acceleration rules, context explaining why the rule exists. Microsoft's 2026 research describes leading organizations as learning systems. They capture insights from AI support work, share them, and build them into future routine rather than allow the learning to remain local. It is how judgment becomes leverage. Here are some examples. A marketing leader might, I know good positioning when I say it. That sounds impressive, but it is useless to an AI system and mildly frustrated to the rest of the marketing team. Instead, the leader can document the customer problem the company owns, the language customers actually use, the claim the brand should never make, the difference between clear writing and generic writing, the example of message that performed well, the reasoning behind those examples. Now, AI has more than a prompt. It has context. Or a data leader can document which metrics are leading indicators, which metrics are easy manipulated, what minimum data quality is required, which segments must be analyzed separately, when correlation is not enough, what evidence is required before recommending action. Now, AI is not merely producing charts. It is applying an analytical philosophy. Or a manager can document how projects are prioritized, which decision teams can make independently, when an issue should be escalated, what a strong recommendation contains, which trade-offs are acceptable, how uncertainty should be communicated. That becomes a manager operating system. Giving AI your judgment does not mean let AI make every decision. It means making your reasoning visible enough that AI can support you consistently. AI-exposed roles are increasingly emphasizing human-intensive capability, such as judgment, creativity, and leadership. Entry-level roles with high AI exposure were 7 times more likely to require traditionally senior-level human skills. Your judgment is not becoming less important. It is becoming the input that determines whether AI produces useful work or industrial quantity of polished nonsense. Think about a decision you make rapidly. Make you evaluate proposal, approve campaigns, review analysis, prioritize project, assess risks, choose candidates. Write down 5 examples of decision you consider strong and 5 you consider weak. For each example, explain why. Then identify the recurring principles. Turn those principles into a checklist or rubric. Give the framework and example to AI. Ask it to assess a new case. Review where it succeeds and where it fails. Add the missing context. Repeat. You are not merely creating a prompt. You are externalize your expertise. And each time you improve that system, your judgment becomes more reusable. So here is the complete model of the mindset shift. I don't just use AI, I use it to build things that are more real. Move from representations to working reality. I don't just use AI, I can work more effectively in an AI native organization. Move from completing isolated tasks to redesigning end-to-end outcomes. I don't just use AI, I can give AI my judgment. Move from keeping expertise inside your head to turn it into reusable contexts, realities, workflows, judgment. Those are 3 layers. The professionals who win in this transition will not necessarily be the people who knows the most tools. Tools change, models change, interface change. The winner will be the people who can combine AI with something far more durable. A commitment to reality, an understanding of system, and the ability to articulate judgment. So this week, do not download another AI app. Build one thing that is more real. Redesign one workflow. Externalize one piece of your judgment. That is how AI stop being productivity trick and start becoming professional leverage. If this video inspiring you, hit the like button and subscribe. Share this video to one friend you care about. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.